Hi, good morning. This is Driving with Miles. I'm a state certified instructor. I teach teens and adults. So I'm certified in North America. So today we're going to talk about driving through a residential area, using vision, turning hand over hand. So I hope you enjoy this content in the end, and I hope you find it and bring it value, and then subscribe to the channel. So I'm at the corner of a residential area. I'm going to go ahead and make a right turn. So I'm coming up to the edge, and I look left. I look right, I look left. If I go too far into the intersection, I'm going to show you, I'm actually going to have to overturn. So you see how fast I have to turn. I have to overturn. So if you overshoot the intersection, you're going to make a really wide turn. And on your DMV test or road test, if you do that, you could end up failing because you're going into the wrong lane. You're overshooting your turn. So I'm making another right-hand turn, nice and easy, and I turn out hand over hand. I'm about 8 miles an hour. Residential areas are a great training place to really learn smoothness in turns, to really learn visual skills, to have your car properly centered and balanced. If you're too close to the right, you're going to sideswipe cars. If you're too far to the left of your lane, which a lot of beginning drivers struggle with, you're going to sideswipe cars to the left. So you want to have your car properly centered. You want to look as far as you can down the block. And I also bring students here to teach timing in blinkers. Is 100 feet or half a block. If you have your blinker on too early, then you're going to confuse other drivers. You'll get deductions. If you have it on too late, you will also get a deduction because drivers don't have time to slow down. So I'm coming up to the edge of the block. You can see me scanning, see me looking, checking my mirror every 12 to 15 seconds. I'm at about 19 miles an hour. The speed limit in obviously a residential is 25. So I'm just taking my time. Coming up to a corner. So I'm going to turn on my right turn signal. I'm scanning, I'm looking, I'm there early. So I'm going to come up. And then you want to stop before the stop line. There's a big white line. It's called a stop line. And you want to stop behind that stop line. If you don't, you'll receive a deduction in points. In California, I believe is minus 15, and then you will lose points and fail. Where I'm from is 20. So I'm going to go up to the edge. I'm going to go ahead and check my traffic. I'm waiting. I want to turn into the nearest lane. You always want to turn into the nearest lane. So the car has went by me. I've looked, I've checked, and then I gradually accelerate, turning into the nearest lane, and I turn out hand over hand. You have to actively search for the speed limit, and here in this area, the speed limit is 50 miles an hour. So I'm at about 40 miles an hour now. I'm taking my time. My speed's good. I'm being smooth. I'm being patient. I'm taking my time. I'm going to go ahead and make a right-hand turn. I'm coming up to an intersection. You see me looking left, you see me looking right, you see me looking left. You want to go into your turn under 20 miles an hour. I'm at about 15. I turn into the nearest lane. That was a really nice turn. And then I'm gradually transitioning and getting that speed back up. So I'm at about 38 miles an hour. The speed limit is 50 here in this area. I'm going to go ahead and make a lane change. Your DMV tester, road tester will look for you to look over your shoulders. There's mirror, turn signal, blind spot. I get into appropriate lane. I cancel my blinker. So my speed control is good. I'm going to go ahead and make a left turn into a gas station. There's a middle lane, and this is for turning only. So you want to use your blinker and get in at the last possible second. So I'm in. My car is square. If I cut it short, I'll go in the wrong lane. If I turn wide, I'll hit the curb. So I'm turning hand over hand into the turn, and I turn out hand over hand. I'm going to give you a little summary before we go to the next series in this. So I'm coming up actually into a gas station. We'll do another series on putting gas in at a later date. So I've parked. So let's kind of review. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach teens and adults. So you need to subscribe to the channel. It's called Driving with Miles. I have about 128 videos already. Really good content talking about parking, turns, backing out of driveways. There's a whole series of information. I don't think a lot of people really know about this. I teach teens and adults. Today, we've talked about making turns, looking left, looking right, having good visual and good observation skills, And this is really important that you develop this early on in your career. I just want to say thank you for the support. Thank you for the questions. Subscribe to the channel, share, and ask questions. I want to say thank you. This has been Driving with Miles. It's been wonderful.